Good night. Good night. Good night. How are we all doing? Love Bay Radio family. We're back again at the champions table and we got another amazing episode. This one is a special one though. We got a special guest here today and as you know, we always have intentional conversations with real people about real things so that you can really get to know them. And so today is one of those days, all right? So today we have our special guest, who is a hair artist and celebrity hairstylist, Antoinette Hill. Let me tell you a little bit about her. As a veteran hair artist, uh, known for crafting versatile and iconic hair moments, Antoinette Hill is a hairstylist of choice for notable celebrities and brands globally. Exhibiting her creative propensity from a very young age, Antoinette could always be found sketching life like portraits, crafting, and capturing moments through photography, designing, sewing, and cultivating her love of styling hair. Starting her career over 2 decades ago as a young licensed cosmetologist in Brooklyn, New York, Antoinette soon after expanded her career from a salon hairstylist to a thriving salon owner with 2 locations. Her ability to flourish and draw inspiration from everything has since propelled her career from a salon stylist slash entrepreneur to a hairstylist to the stars. Antoinette's timeless creations have elevated approach to her craft are represented throughout her celebrity clientele. This includes noteworthy talents like Zendaya, Letitia Wright, Michaela Cole, Divine Joy Randolph, LaRoche, and Sabrina Alba, just to name a few. Her true professionalism and strong skill set have attracted high end premium brands, including Bulgari, Louis Vuitton, Valentino, Lacombe, Hervé Laguerre, and which have been displayed in global campaigns. In addition, leading brands such as Smartwater, Pepsi, Peloton, Puma, and countless renowned brands include her creative expertise. Antoinette's artistry has also landed her cover stories in the Vogue, Vogue Italia, Elle, W Magazine, Time 100, Galore, Hollywood Reporter, and the Rolling Stones. Extraordinary, talented, and extremely humble, Antoinette truly loves what she does. Her mission is to listen, connect, create, elevate, and transform her clients' image from one glam experience at a time. Please join me in welcoming the one and only Antoinette Hill.
Hello, good evening, good night, wherever you are. How is everyone? I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you here. This is worldwide, so you
Oh,
talk to everybody
wow.
globally, all right?
Okay.
It's the global world, girl.
Yes.
It's great to have you here. First and foremost, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Having a great day, having a great evening, and I'm just excited to be here.
Yeah. We're excited to have you. We're excited to have you all the way from. I shouldn't say all the way from, just across the pond. They say in the beautiful state of New York State in New York. That's where you're coming from. All right. Big shouts to New York City. Big shouts to New York City. And we're glad that you're here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. So let's get into it. We're gonna have a little conversation. It is a conversation. We keep it real, we keep it authentic with authentic people such as yourself. And so we're gonna get to know you a little bit more. And so my first question for you is I know you're very intentional in defining yourself as a hair artist.
Yes.
Uh, it brings a level of depth to the title. So what was your thinking in saying hair artist? Because my first time hearing hair artist.
So, hair art to me means I'm a hairstylist, first and foremost, a cosmetologist. But I've always had a passion for hair and I'm an artist at the same time. So when it comes on to hair, my approach is not just the technical service of it,
Mm,
also incorporating the art of it. Um, Depending on the job, depending on what I have to do, I'm going to always put my spin on it and put my creative touch. And dependent, if it's a creative job, then I get to take this whole hair story completely out of the box, which is fun to do. I don't always get to do it, but that's where the artist comes into play. I'm a true creative.
That's
So
what's up. That's what's
I,
up.
I create hair looks. It's not just by the book. I add my little touches into it.
I like what you said. You said you take the hair story out the box. That's
Yes.
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's important. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We don't live in boxes, and definitely, as creatives, you can't live in a box at all.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's purely intentional for me. And I love when I get to just create something for a specific individual, create something for their personality to showcase, what they feel and they want to look like. And I get to do that.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, yeah. That's really awesome. So let me ask you this: where did your passion for hair and being a creative begin?
Wow. Okay. So again, started off as a creative. I think I've known that I was a creative since I was a very little girl. Um,
Hmm.
my first talent, I would say, that I discovered was my art for drawing and sketching. So the hair came into play because of my mom. And my mom has three girls. I'm the baby of the girls. And my mom is not the best at doing hair. So I kind of hated how my mom did my hair. And I begged her. I remember I begged her at 7 years old, first grade, if she would allow me to do my own hair.
Mm.
And she actually agreed. But the terms I had to do my sister's hair also. And so then I agreed. And so then the hair story journey began.
That's amazing. So your mom, in the sense of what seemed to be a deficit, actually brought out the gift.
Yes,
Brought out the gift.
yes, yes, yes.
That's all right. That's all right. I know mom is real happy for that now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I took her off the hook, and I
Yeah.
gained another skill, another love, another passion.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. So parents, when your child is coming to you asking for something, a special request, you never know where that will take them, right? So definitely say yes, and let
Right.
them soar, let them become who they need to be, all right? Definitely. That's a special shout. Let me let y'all know as well, those who are listening, you can tune in live, and as you are tuning in live, there's a number that you can call just to connect with us. If you want to ask Antoinette a question, please call 437-778-3299. You can call in and ask a question directly to Antoinette Hill, okay? Yes. So we're going to continue. That was amazing. Let's talk about this. So take us back to Brooklyn, New York, all right? And your pivotal transition from salon hairstylist to salon owner. How did that happen?
Well, okay, so my career began in Brooklyn, and I started off as a salon stylist, and then I progressed to a independent contractor where we kind of rent our own spaces. You just get the chair and the mirror, and you supply everything else.
Mhm.
So then I did that for maybe a few years, and talking with a friend of mine, which was my nail tech at the time, we always talked about ownership and when would be a good time to jump into this, and would this be something that we could actually do and succeed? And so we would just share each other's dreams every time I went to get my nails done. And then one day we really sat down and was like, listen, what do you think? Should we do this together? And I said, yeah, I would love to, you know. At that time in my life, I was 24 years old.
Mm.
And so we created an opportunity where we both can go into business with each other because I did hair, she did nails, we go together. And we started looking for locations. It really happened so fast. Within a few months, actually found a location and left my chair, went to this salon. We created the salon because it wasn't
Wow.
salon before,
Mhm.
invested monies, which I was good at saving money. So that was another thing. I actually used my personal money to open up a salon.
Wow.
And we signed a lease for 5 years, went into business, and made it work. We made it work. At 25, I had my first salon.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So let me get a little bit further into that conversation. How did like your this is your you said your nail salon person, right? Okay.
My nail person.
Your personal nail person. Okay. So how did you get that type of relationship where you would start talking about dreams and aspirations with your nail person? I mean, I got barbers that I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a barber, we get it. But your nail person, you started having these conversations with. That's pretty special.
Yes. So
Yeah.
this person, I looked at this person too as a mentor. They were
Mm,
a little bit older than me, and they were more driven because they actually brought me to do many other things outside of just creating a business.
mhm.
And but it was just in conversation all the time, that we talked about growing, just growth and how what we need to do, and it just happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Both wanted it at the same time. We were both women. We both in the field of being creative, and we knew that we could even share clients. Like after you get your nails done, come get your hair done. After you get your hair done, nails done, all in the same house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was just a beautiful thing to be able to do that.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome, you
Yeah,
know. And you said a powerful word once again that this person was like a mentor to you, you know.
yeah,
There
yeah.
we go again. Like mentorship is so important, and to have mentors in your life that really so into you and so into the dreams that you have are it's pivotal. It's definitely pivotal.
I totally agree.
Yeah,
Totally agree.
that's
Yes.
awesome. That's awesome. So you went from hair owner. Okay, so now let's transition now. You went from hair owner to now celebrity stylist. How did that happen? How did that transition happen?
Well,
Mm,
okay. So, after opening up my second salon, so I did the first 5 years with my partner, and then after that, I wanted to transition locations, right? Because the location, it was good, but it wasn't as convenient as I would have liked it to be.
mm,
So she didn't come with me on the second salon journey. I ventured out and did that on my own.
mm,
Went to the banks, be like, listen, I presented my business. This is what I do. What do I qualify for? And I walked out of there with $50,000.
that's amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's amazing.
I started again searching for a location that I can do now on my own. You
Right,
know.
right.
And I found it. I did it, and I couldn't manage both though, and I'll tell you why. I did initially manage both, but it changed. The area of Brooklyn that I had my second salon in was literally 1 block away from the Barclays Center, and the Barclays
Wow.
Center is where the New York Nets, now New York Liberty, we have a bunch of concerts. They were building their stadium, and this it's a good thing for the neighborhood per se, but it was a bad thing for our community because
Mm,
everyone that did hair in our community ended up closing their doors
mm.
because we couldn't afford the rent anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it just didn't even make sense to stay in that location.
Right.
So I ended up closing my doors after another 5 years and took a step back per se and went into a salon and started being a contractor again so I could figure things out. Because for me, every 5 years, I like to reinvent my path. I'm
Mm,
looking for what's for me.
right.
No, I tend to reach my ceiling very quickly. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like to go past the ceiling sometimes.
Right.
But in this step, I took a step back and I figured out next. at that time, Instagram had just started. This was around 2012. Um, Instagram had just started. I created a page and I got a lot of traction just off of my social media account where people were looking for me. And so my transition from the salon to even just a freelancer came from social media. Someone sought me out and asked if I would be interested in TV, film, so forth and so on.
Wow.
I had always been interested in entering that lane. I just didn't know how to do it, but it found me. And so I did both. You know, I started out doing TV
Wow.
for a show. It was a reality TV show that I knew I could do it. I just knew I could do it. And I got called to do it. And the rest is history. I just kept growing from there, learning the different avenues that freelancing has, right?
Mm-hmm.
I again, my salon. What else can I do on? I had done almost everything there was to do. And now I branched out into a whole nother world where there's so many branches of lanes and avenues that you can take and, share your craft. So that's
Amazing.
how I got into freelancing.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. So you've always been the type that to be like, you know what can I do more?
Yeah.
What can I do more? This is great.
Yes.
I like this experience, but what can I do more? What can happen more? Where can I go further with this? That's amazing, and that's a great way to think. Yes.
Why? Because the way the personality I am, you never stop learning. I'm a forever student.
Yep.
And so that's why I'm always like, well, what's next? What's next? What is the next level? What's the next tier?
Yeah.
Especially in my business, people think that it's just behind the chair. You're just in the salon behind the chair. At least that's what my parents thought. They didn't want me to be a hairstylist.
Right.
But, with doing it, you learn so much more. There's so much more.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. And really what you're also saying to the audience and the world is you define what you do.
Yes.
It's not the title, it's not what people consider hairstylist. Antoinette Hill is Antoinette Hill. And it doesn't fall just in the category of hairstylist. You create that position, that place. So that's powerful to say for sure. Yeah. And you know that, traveling in your own lane, there's no competition but you, right? That mirror, right? You're looking at yourself and saying, what can I do and how can I better become, a better version of me, which is important, which is amazing. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. So let me ask you this, even with all the accolades, and the accomplishments, you still stay and remain humble. So what keeps Antoinette grounded? What keeps you grounded?
What keeps me grounded? That's a beautiful question because I am very grounded. My upbringing, my family, my own core values. I still live in the hood. That'll keep you grounded. I go from Hollywood back to the Bronx. And if you know the Bronx, if you know, it's not the most lavish life. So I also understand, I have an awareness that anything could happen at any time, right? So success sometimes is really fragile. And I've experienced things that I really thought were mine, but they were only temporarily mine.
Right.
And so I had to learn how to pivot and learn how to course correct and learn how to be okay. And so all of those things keep me very humble because any moment, life could just take us a turn for good or bad, That keeps me very humble. Life's blind spots is what I like to call it.
Yeah. You never know what's up the road, right?
Don't know.
Yeah. That's real.
Yeah.
You heard it first, stay humble, You never know what's up the road, you know, and it can be good too. You know, that's not a bad situation. Up the road could be totally different, could change your life tremendously. You got to
Absolutely.
be prepared for it, right? And staying humble is definitely a characteristic that we should all, you know, strive to have for sure. Yeah, thank you for sharing that, you know. So let me ask you this question. When working with clients,
Mm.
where do you pull your inspiration that inspires you to create hairstyles that are creative but still enhance the originality of your clients? Because I noticed that when you work with a client, as much as you are being creative, it still accentuates the person,
Oh, yeah.
right? Yeah. So that's definitely a gift. That's definitely a gift.
Thank you. So I
Yeah.
would it is a collaborative effort in my chair. So
Mhm,
if you sit in my chair, there's conversations that we have to have before
mhm.
I do anything. Because I
Right.
want to know what your concerns are. I want to know what your goals are. I want to know what your fears are. I want to know what's your insecurity so I can help you not to say get over that, to help you understand that we all have insecurities and maybe there's something I can do to help you not so insecure about it because my job with clients and celebrity clients, especially celebrity clients, is to make them feel confident so that they can go out and do their job without having to worry about, what they look like. That's my
Mhm,
job. My job
mhm.
is to worry about what you look like. Your job is to go out there and be great. So, just collaborating with the client, asking them, how far can we go? How far can we step out of the box? Do we need to stay in the box? Just let me know what we need to do. And then I can come up with something that is suitable for that person because everything is tailored for me. Now,
Mhm.
I'm not a one size fit all person. Everything's tailored.
Right.
Yeah.
You said something powerful. So you really take the time and the opportunity to get to know your client is what
Yeah.
you just told me.
Absolutely. It's important.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because people sit in your chair, and when they do, they're at their most vulnerable. You're meeting someone at they don't have any makeup on. They might not have any hair on. You
Right.
might have hair issues. They might not have hair issues, but it is a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
And so you have to handle it with care.
Yeah. Yeah. That's powerful. That's powerful. Hmm. That makes a difference. You know, I've watched a lot of movies and shows, and no one really knows how pivotal a barber is and a hairstylist is, right? They are the community's like clinical psychologist, counselor, you know, all these titles they take on because somebody sits in that chair and they are in a vulnerable place
Yeah.
and they're also in an open place and they're willing to actually take in whatever you're giving them because they say, man, when you're putting your hands into somebody's hair, that is a powerful place and a
It
powerful position to have, right? So yeah.
is, and I don't take that lightly.
Yeah.
My salon life, not just salon life, but that's where I experienced it most. I've had people sit in the chair and just share,
Yeah.
and I got to keep all of this, and I do keep it.
Mhm.
I keep all the things, and I'm like, oh, to share that with me, like, I don't know. I think that is super powerful.
Yeah. Is it a moment for you, or do you feel that moment when you realize that the person in your chair has let their guard down? Like, do you experience that moment? Because you've dealt with celebrities, you've dealt with people on a regular basis, but you must experience that moment when you realize, okay, this person is actually now,
Yes,
you know,
I
yeah,
feel that, and that's
mhm,
why I handle that with care.
yeah,
I really, really do.
yeah.
And safety, security, yeah. With me, I've never been messy and scandalous, so it all stays with me. So I
Mhm.
have trunks and trunks and trunk. If they were physical, would be
Right?
to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Secrets and dreams and hopes and everything.
All locked in that vault. All locked in the vault.
Stacked away.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. So what or who inspires Antoinette Hill?
Who? I don't know who inspires me. I know what inspires me. I am not inspired by just one particular thing. I, like I said, I'm a creative, so I get inspiration everywhere. It comes from art. It comes from my city. It comes from music. It comes from textures, like next to the plant. Like it comes from color. It comes from everything. I just see the beauty in everything. I don't. I just do.
Yeah.
Everything's beautiful. That person.
Say that again. Say that again.
I said everything is beautiful to me.
Okay.
I'm the person that looks up at the sky and like, wow, did you guys see that cloud? No one's looking at the sky but me.
Yeah. You see the beauty in everything. That's powerful. Yeah. And you somehow translate that into your creative and into your art and what you do for people as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That right there is a gift. That definitely is a gift. To see the world in that way and to see people in that way is a gift.
Yeah.
For sure. That's awesome. So let me ask you this question. Here's the what do they say? This is the hot topic question. Here's the hot topic question for you. Okay. So how important as a hair artist is it to affirm or reaffirm Black hair as beautiful?
I think it's extremely important. And I'm happy that I am able to do that every time I touch someone's hair. I have mixed clients. I have all different races. You know, my clients that are Black, such as myself, it's just a beautiful thing because I believe and I know that our hair is just so versatile. We can do anything, and our hair is more expression. It's to be accepted, not just to be worn like everyone else. You know, our hair is culture. Our hair is mood. Our hair is so many things. It's interesting. It's fascinating. It's beautiful. Like it tells a story every time. Every Black person you see, we don't have the same hair, not even hair textures. Like there's such a vast range. It's just so interesting. It's so interesting. And you have to highlight that. You have to show that. And those make people believe, even some of our own people, you know, will say, oh, my hair is this or my hair is that. No, your hair is beautiful. Your hair is beautiful. You just maybe not, you haven't learned how to manage it, deal with it, or take the time to style it, so on. But it's beautiful. That's another aspect of my job, is to show the beauty and how you can care for your own hair. It's the hair you have. It's never going to change unless you put a wig on it or something. This is just what it is. You got to learn to love it and embrace it.
Yeah. Learn to love it and embrace it. And you said something else too. You said that this is and I've never saw it from this perspective, but you sharing that your hair is as important as your identity is what you're saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Right. So you should value it and take care of it as you would take care of your own identity.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
There are people that can identify you just by your hair. I've experienced that. So during COVID, I worked a few jobs, and you know, we wear okay. So first of all, working during COVID was very hard. So
oh boy.
Our face masks, we wore face shields.
Oh wow.
And sometimes we even wore gloves, which I didn't even understand how we could do hair with gloves, so forth and so on. Right. So COVID, while I was on set, I had to make myself identifiable, right? So that you could know that that's Antoinette way across without even, you know, trying to figure out who's who behind a mask is difficult. So I wore a specific ponytail during COVID. I rocked it over and over and over and over. And it was a side ponytail with a braid. And everyone knew who I was. That became my identity.
Nice.
Just from hair.
Yeah.
Signature, or
Right.
recognizable signature. So hair is just, it's not rocket science, but it's truly important. It's so important.
Yeah. That's what's up. Your hair is your name tag, folks. Your hair is your name tag. You don't need nothing else. Your hair is your name tag. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's amazing. That's amazing. So let me ask you this: have you had moments or experiences that you would say, you know what, that changed the trajectory of how I do things? Yeah.
Question. Um, there are moments where they're pivotal.
Yeah.
Right. So you experience something and you know that now I have to kind of redirect. So things like that do happen. They don't happen as often for me though, but I feel like those things absolutely happen, and you use them for the better. You know, it just betters your skill set. It betters your work ethic. It betters everything about the service that you provide to clients.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I could ask a controversial question, but I won't, you know, because I know probably people say, who's the best celebrity you've ever had? Or what da 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 da. Nah, I'm not putting you in that chair. Not at all. I know you've had many experiences that you can say, you know what, this was amazing, or this experience was amazing. You know.
I'll tell you this though.
Yeah.
I can't say who's my favorite and this, that, and the third, but what I can say, I could relate that to having children, right?
Right.
So you love all your children and you treat them all special. I don't have a favorite child either, but they're each special. They each provide, they just like you give them something, a service, they give you something also in exchange. So I just love the relationship and the differences within clients, you know. They've all been really good experiences and they all have taught me just more things that I need under my belt, you know, to just be always better, to just to be I'm still learning. I'm it's 2025 for me. Not to age myself, but I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. 2025 is 30 years for me.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Years. And I still love it. I still love it like yesterday.
Right.
I started.
Right.
And I still get nervous when I go on jobs all the time. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. No, being nervous on jobs also tells you how much you value what you do.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with every job, I try to set myself apart. I try to be the stylist that will get the call back. You have to set yourself apart in service wise, in style wise, you know, because that's another thing, not to go back to what humbles me, but people choose want to go to. No one has to commit themselves to me all the time. So it's important for me to always stay on my A and build good relationships throughout life, throughout business. It's a core thing for my kids. Relationships are everything.
Right.
You know? And people have choices. So just do your best. Regardless of the choice that they make, today they may choose you or they might not, but you understand what you provide value, then you'll keep meeting and getting new people and building new relationships. Yeah.
That's amazing. So so at the core is you serve people.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That is the game changer right there. Folks, if you're listening, that is the game changer, serving people.
Yeah.
People know when you treat them right, and when you treat people right, They know, they feel it,
Oh,
they sense it. We all know it. Right?
absolutely, for sure. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. So let me ask you this now. Is there something that you would change about the industry you're in? If you could change anything.
If I can change anything, this is a hard one
Yeah.
because the industry is not just one little small thing, right? It's so big. It's like a tree with branches, literally. So
Mhm.
if I could change anything about this tree,
Right.
um, I would change something about the freelance branch of the tree.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so the freelance branch of the tree is how we get paid. So this could be a little controversial, but it is what it is. And I would have a host of artists backing me on this.
Okay.
We get paid a net 30 to 90 days after a job is done.
Wow. That's a long time.
Hey,
That's a long time. Yeah.
and we're not starving artists. Like that is not how it should be, especially in this economy where these productions have budgets, the money's there, but we seem to be the last people to get paid. I would change that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this only happens, let me just clarify. This
Mhm.
only happens on non-union jobs. So
Got it.
most people don't know that hair and makeup have union. We have a union, East Coast and West Coast of the country, and
Yeah.
I'm a part of the union. But the union doesn't provide all work, right? Sometimes there's non-union jobs, and these net 60, 90 usually come from non-union jobs.
Right.
Because union jobs pay every 2 weeks, sometimes we, but the non-union jobs, yeah, they take too long.
60, you said 60 to 90 days.
60 to 90 days.
Yeah. Non-union jobs, I'll say it out loud. Get your act right.
Yeah.
Not in 2025. 60 to 90 days, 2 months, 3 months. Mm-mm.
Yes.
We
Yes.
gotta fix that. No, no, no.
I would absolutely change that.
Yeah, yeah.
And for those of us, I don't know who's listening, any hairstylists, makeup artists, wardrobe stylists out there that want to get into the freelance world, definitely take your business seriously as far as doing the work to get into the local unions.
Mm,
Yeah, they're not easy to get into. It's not an easy thing to get into, but once you get in, you're in.
right.
And the union allows you to get major movie jobs. That's my next. Never done a movie, so that's my next goal for myself.
Nice, 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 nice. You already spoke it, so it's happening. It's happening. It's already in the works, girl. It's already in the works. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. It seems like there have been and there continues to be special moments where you're not only changing how somebody's hair looks, but you're actually building a relationship and really gaining a friend or a confidant or a mentor in your chair. So it's not just about hair at all. It seems like it's so much more. It's really about building relationships and connections with people, right? So
Exactly.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
I love that I've been able to literally come from the salon chair and really get a chance to see all these different branches that one can go into. I had no idea when I was a little girl. I thought it stopped at the salon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
But there's no
I
ceiling, right?
it stops yet.
Yeah. 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 That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. There's truly no ceiling to what you do and who you are. So therefore, there can be no ceiling to, how you create and the things that come across your table or in your lifetime, right? So that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. You know, have you ever got to do someone's hair that you were like, man, this is somebody I used to look up to. I used to, watch on TV and so forth, and they sat in your chair. That's amazing.
And when that moment happened, I remember the very first time that moment happened. Um, I was like, first of all, I was on a set production with the heavy hitters of the heavy hitters.
Right.
I'm in the room with a heavy hitter. And then I realized I'm a heavy hitter. Ah, I'm a heavy hitter.
Right. Right.
I know my value, but I just, I think because I'm so humble, I still see, I'm Antoinette, the girl from the Bronx. But I'm in the room, the head of my, I'm a heavy hitter.
Right.
It's such a thing working with the best of the best. These people are the best at their careers in the world.
Yeah.
In this world.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's a beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Hashtag you are a heavy hitter, okay? Don't you forget it. Don't you forget it.
I won't. I don't.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody who is, coming up, the saying coming up or wanting to do some of the things that you've already accomplished? What would be some of the advice or wisdom that you would give to someone like that?
I would say consistency.
Mhm.
Everything is not overnight, and we live in a world of instant, and convenience. But to really, really make it and push further, you got to be consistent. Don't listen to no to me. Like I would tell my daughters, no to me means not right now, but it doesn't mean not ever. Just not right now. But keep pushing, keep working, keep doing everything you need to do. And as long as you're in motion, you will.
A bar. That's a bar. As long as you are in motion, you will get it.
You will get there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
when you're not in motion. You don't
Yeah.
get it. And that's a real thing as long as you're in motion. Everybody has their own pace.
Hmm.
And you can't match someone else's. You can't say, well, I should be there in 5 years. I mean, you can set goals for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But measure your own success by your own ruler. Don't measure your success with anyone else's ruler.
Thank you. Measure your own success by your own ruler. Are you writing this down, folks? Make sure you're writing this down. Measure your own success by your own ruler. Don't measure it by somebody else's. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Nice. I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I have peers that ask me, and I have peers. Everyone's doing things at their own pace. And if I looked at them and said, well, why am I here? Why is that? You can't do that. You have to stay in your own tunnel vision and be in motion. If you're in motion, you will get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And the amazing thing about that is that when you stay in your own lane, you'll reach the destinations that are for you.
Absolutely.
You get out of your lane, you're in somebody else's lane, you're gonna get in a car accident, right?
Yeah.
Stay in your lane, folks. Yeah. Right?
Might not be things that you want to get into, though. It's like a stream. It'll carry you wherever the stream is going, but
right.
You know where it's going.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Antoinette Hill, you have shared like wisdom, life experiences, definitely gems that not only apply to hair artists or creatives, but apply to people and life. And we thank you for really, spending this time with us on the Champions Table and, sharing your wisdom and sharing, the expertise and the things that you have gone through and that made you the woman you are today. And being a part of, this world. Love Bay Radio family thanks you for being here with us and sharing your life with us globally to the rest of the world. So we thank you for that. We really do. Yeah.
For having me.
Yeah.
It's been a joy. I don't get to tell my story often.
Yeah.
So this was a treat for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a treat for all of us. For all of us, definitely. And as we say every time on the Champions Table, men talk, women talk, but the truth can't lie, and the truth will set you free. Have a great evening, everybody. Thank you, Antoinette Hill, once again. And we look forward to seeing you again, hopefully.
Yeah,
all right.
Happy to be back whenever you have me back.
Yeah. So said, so done. We will do it. Thank y'all. Have a great night. Peace.